Hello, today we decode the language of women. What do they mean when they say they want to feel connected? Hi, I'm Caitlin V, bisexual, actually pansexual woman, and a sex coach. And one of the many pleasures of my job is detangling and translating and helping lovers cross the language and communication divide and figure out what the actual they mean when they say that. And in this case, I am helping us to decode the word connection. Now, I've seen this all the time. I have said it myself. I just don't want to have sex until I feel connected. Or it's a real turnoff for me when I feel disconnected. Or, babe, could you just come over here and connect with me for a minute? And I see the frustration and the confusion in men's eyes, my partners included, when we say those things. Because for men, they probably are always feeling about the same level of connection to their female partners. It's not to say that it doesn't wax and wane or that it can't go away, but usually, at least my partner's response is like, what do you mean you're disconnected? We've been watching TV together all day. We haven't had a fight in weeks. If I fell out of love with you, I would tell you, so obviously I still love you. Why do you keep asking? So, whether you are a woman who needs connection or you are a man who wants to understand what women mean by that, this video is for you. So there are a few major things that a woman is likely referring to when she says she wants to feel connected. Number one, she wants to feel seen. She wants to feel like you fully see her, understand her, and understand what she's saying. Like, she wants to know that you are getting the picture that is her. And part of getting that picture is being connected, just the same way that you want to feel seen and understood and valued. And that helps you to feel connected, whether that's connected to your job, connected to your friends, or connected to your lover. Another thing that she wants, and it's a bit related to number one, number two is acknowledged. She wants to feel acknowledged. Women, the majority of us put a metric ton of effort into being, looking, and feeling our best for you. You know, we wake up early in the morning so that we can put on our hair and do our makeup. Put on our hair. Sometimes, some of us do our makeup, do our hair, we dress well, we wear jewelry, we go all out, we work out, we change our diet, we wear shoes that are uncomfortable, we go to extremes to look and smell and feel and just be as attractive and as acknowledgeable as we humanly can. And we like to be acknowledged just the same way that you like to be acknowledged when you build a deck or chop down a tree or take the kids out for ice cream or pick your mother-in-law up from the airport. Like, acknowledgement probably also feels good for you. Women also really want to be acknowledged. Sometimes it's as simple as we just want to be acknowledged that we exist and that we contribute and that we are loved and appreciated. The third thing that probably means is she wants to feel your presence. She wants to feel that you, in your full masculinity, are right there with her, fully present, not thinking about the game, not thinking about work, not thinking about the stock market, not thinking about what your buddies are thinking while you're talking to your girlfriend, not thinking about the dinner that you are about to order, none of that. She wants to know that you are present fully here right now, and she can tell when you are not, all right? And this is gonna be a tough pill for some gentlemen watching this to swallow, but if your woman ever says to you, I just can tell that you're not present with me, and you're like, God, I'm so present. Why can't she just tell that I'm so present? Like, I'm not paying attention to anything else. I'm right here. You could turn it up a notch. I swear to you, she can feel it. Sometimes I have to apologize to my husband because I will criticize his presence and tell him, like, hey, you're still not present, I can tell. You're still not present, I can tell. And sometimes it's just a factor of he is not fully open. You know, he's listening, he's aware, he's giving me his attention, but he's not fully open to what I'm saying. He's not kind of like coming in as a blank slate and just listening to me. And so that little bit of judgment and non-openness is a It's an obstacle. It's an obstacle to presence. And women, we are super capable as a gender or a sex to determining whether or not you are present with us. So men, instead of arguing with her when she says this, I can just tell you're not present with me, ask her what you can do to become more present. This question will blow her friggin' mind, and it will likely be good for the two of you and your relationship. So just ask her. The reason that your presence is so vital for her is that is the divine masculine. Like, that is what it means to be masculine, is to be fully present and to be a strong, solid container for her. In that case, what it means to be feminine is to be the storm or the wave, the emotional wave that is washing or slamming into the seawall. You're the seawall, she's the wave. We all have masculine and feminine within us, and so most of the time we're doing this for ourselves. But if she needs to just like dissolve, let it all go, feel completely vulnerable, be her most feminine self, which by the way, women really do, especially for sex, then she needs you to be in your divine masculine. Divine masculine is presence. It is the ability to stand and be present and to be solid. And divine feminine is movement, wave. It is life force itself. And your ability to be strong and to contain no matter what comes up for her is part of how she knows that you've got her back and that you are her masculine presence. I'm using a lot of gendered language here, but you could just as easily substitute those for yin and yang. These are two divine energies we all have within us. And men, if you want to be the most masculine partner that you can be, cultivating your divine presence is a huge part of that. And then finally, number 4, when she says the word connection, she's likely referring to alignment. She wants to know that you and her are aligned. And when I say aligned, I mean you are in the same direction, headed in the same direction towards the same shared goal. And that could mean that you're both aligned in your values or your priorities. Like, we're both aligned in making sure that this is a great night for both of us. We're both aligned in making sure that we get home safely and have great sex when we get there. We're both aligned in making sure that we throw an amazing birthday party for Caitlin, because it was my birthday this week. Hey! In fact, you want to give me a great birthday gift? Give me a like and write in the comments below, happy birthday, Caitlin, and what subject would you like me to make a video on next? And you know what? I have a little birthday present for you. In the description of this video is a free guide. Go ahead and download that so that you can start having the best sex of your life. Anyways, back to alignment. When you are aligned, you are on the same emotional wavelength, you're on the same thought wavelength, maybe even the same spiritual wavelength. She wants to connect because she wants to make sure that you all are riding the same wave, that you're headed in the same direction, that you have the same end goal destination in mind. And finally, number 5, what she may mean when she says she wants to connect with you is she wants to feel loved. It's that simple. She wants to know that you love her, that you care about her, that you see her, and that she is a top priority in your heart. So now that we've gone over what this word connection really means, why is it so important? Well, for many, many, many women, the emotional and energetic aspects of sex are what allow them to get into the physical act of sex and of intercourse. In other words, she literally, in order to open up her body to being explored, touched, stimulated by you, needs to feel you are connected to her. Think about what sex is, what specifically intercourse is for a woman. It is inviting someone else's body into her own. It is an incredibly vulnerable act. And many women, myself included, at least most of the time, need to feel affirmed, acknowledged, loved, connected, safe, presence from a man before they are able to let him come in to their bodies. It's just a prerequisite for them being able to fully get into, enjoy, and experience a whole bunch of pleasure during a sexual encounter. So she might be asking you to connect like while you're out at a party with some friends and she, maybe is feeling a little lonely and she hasn't seen you in a while, she might pull you aside and say, hey, I just really want to connect with you. And you doing that right then and there is what makes her feel safe to have sex with you later. See, men don't always see the interconnected web of things that allow us to want to have sex, to get into sex, to feel good about having sex. You might think that foreplay starts when you start making out, when you get in the door on the way home, but I guarantee it started way, way, way earlier, way before she even asked for that connection. In fact, she may have been asking for that connection because it was already too late. She was already turned off because she couldn't feel your presence, your alignment, or your love for her, and therefore she needed to go out of her way to ask for it. If she does, my best advice for you is just give her your love, your connection, your presence. Now, of course, there's a line, there's a limit at which this goes too far and you're meeting some codependent need, or she has anxious attachment and you are going too far in fulfilling her needy desires for connection. You are the only person who's going to be able to make that determination. And the best way for you to make that determination is ask, does this feel like it's hurting or helping? And with that, you should be able to ask the right questions of her to figure out if what you're doing is supportive to her or if it's supporting a bad habit of hers, like emotional neediness. I would err on the side of caution, especially in long-term relationships, and probably just ask her, hey, what would help you to feel more connected to me? The trick here, of course, is coming with curiosity instead of thinking that you already know the answer. If you ask curiously, what can I do to help you to feel more connected? You're going to determine whether or not it's that she needs to feel acknowledged or loved or aligned or something else maybe that I didn't include in this video. If you liked this video and or you want to help me to celebrate my birthday, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel where I put out new videos every single week, helping you have the best sex of your life. I'll see you here next week. Mwah! Bye-bye.